This week on my sewing journey, I am working on a sewing Catty. This cute little animal, otherwise known as a cat, is holding my sewing stuff that I frequently lose. Now, if you don't like cats, you can use any kind of animal for this project that you like. Basically, what you're going to do, you're going to draft a pattern. The body, I like to do everything on the fold, but this is the body shape that you'll be working with. And you got to remember to put your seam allowances in. And there's where your pocket line, this right here, will be going. So you're going to cut 2 of these plus the pocket. Now what you're going to do is you're going to sew your pocket on first to your front of the body. And that would mean sewing the dividers for the stuff that you want to put into your kitty or whatever animal that you chose. So you might want to take a note of what you want in there. I put my pen, my stitch ripper, my embroidery scissors, which I keep losing, my marking pencil, even though I stuck the nice little rubber thing on them that these pens come with, I still managed to lose my marking pencils. I don't know why, I just do. The screwdriver to my Kenmore, and a pair of scissors. Even though it has a scissor fob on it, this is the frequently most lost pair of scissors. And then next, you will cut out your head of the animal that you chose. Now, again, I like to do everything on the fold. So I did only half of the cat space. And you're going to cut 2 of these, one for the front and one for the back. Then you'll cut your bottom. Now, to get your bottom, you will line it up with your body, and you will draw kind of like an oval shape here down to a rectangle. And again, because I did mine on the fold, I only had to draw half of it. And this makes both of the sides exactly the same when you do it on the fold. And then you will sew, after you sew your body seam on the sides, just the sides, you're going to leave the top open and the bottom open. You will sew the bottom part right sides facing together onto this. And then you'll turn it to the right side and you're going to stuff it with whatever you like to use. Now you want to weight your bottom. So I use nutshells to weight my bottom of the animal. But you could use those poly pellets, or if you want, you can use your sewing scrap stuffing. That would be any scraps from any sewing projects that you have chopped up pretty good. And then you can stick that in the bottom. But just remember to weight it so she stands up fine. After that, you will sew your head on. And again, you'll stuff your head with polyfill or whatever you choose to stuff it with. Now, what I did here was I put a ribbon to cover the seam between the head and the body. I put a ribbon on and I made a little bow on the side because my kitty wears a collar with a bow on it. And she has a little heart tag with her name and number if she gets lost. And you'll sew your little felt facings on there. And then it's the tail. Now the tail, I just used a rectangle for the tail, folded in half, sewed together, and then turned to the right side. But this little guy comes with a little mouse for a special little pincushion. To make the mouse, I used 2 circles. And I sewed them yo-yo style, meaning the old-fashioned yo-yos where fabric yo-yos, obviously not the toy yo-yos. You cut out a circle, you fold down the edge of the fabric, and then you do a running stitch all the way around, and then you pull. And then I put my stuffing in there, and I sewed a little piece of fabric to the bottom, so it's not pulled all the way. And I did the same for the head, and then I cut out a circle for the ears, cut the circle in half, and then I found this nice pretty pink fur that I stuck on the inside of the ears, same way. And the eyes are felt and the nose is felt too. And this is just the threads left over from sewing on the nose. This was a fun project to do. I hope you like the idea. Thank you for joining me today. Please like and subscribe, and happy sewing!